Hey guys, I had to walk Hudson and I noticed that traffic looked crazy. It's still raining really hard. So I wanted to show you what it looks like here. I'm on the corner of 1st Avenue at 14th Street. The subway is closed. There was so much flooding in the subway. I'm going to show you the sign. I mean, they're saying very limited service, but I went down there. Very limited train service on all subway lines. Do not travel. Posted 2 hours ago at 10:13 p.m. What's happening? The remnants of Hurricane Ida have brought historic rainfall to New York City. Multiple stations have flooded and travel will continue to be impacted through the night. You get on a train, we cannot guarantee you will be able to make your return trip. So, bad news. Hey Sally Scipio, hey Michelle French, hey it's just Joshua. So listen, I just went down to the subway here at 1st Avenue and 14th Street, and the guy said, don't go on, don't try to get on it, you're not gonna go anywhere. So I'm gonna walk to Union Square. I wanna see what the flooding is like at the subway at Union Square. I'm just gonna cross to the other side of the street, and I'm gonna show you the water coming down into the subway on this side of the street. And there's a lot of people waiting to get to Brooklyn. There's a lot of water. Do you hear that? That's my boots sloshing around. A lot of water, a lot of people waiting. They say the next L should be arriving in 29 minutes. So, good luck. I'm not gonna go down in there. So let me go show you what the situation is at Union Square. I'm following a transit worker. He just left the L subway. And remember, they just had historic flooding on the L subway line, and they totally redid it to help with the flooding, because during Superstorm Sandy, it got so flooded that there was extreme damage in the subway tunnel that leads from Manhattan to Brooklyn on the L train. I mean, that it shut down for months, you know, like limited capacity. So here I am, I'm crossing 1st Avenue. This is how 1st Avenue looks. Where is James? Am I by myself? Yeah, because I wanted him to stay with Hudson, because I walked Hudson and just to pee. And then I said, you know what, let me just go out and just show everyone, because the people were worried about us. Yeah, I'm by myself, Rusty. Hey, Chris Bates. Hey, Bonnie Bon Bon. Don't worry, I'm fine. There's a lot of people walking because the subways aren't really functioning. So you see, I'm not alone. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. I didn't want to bring Hudson because you know how he hates the rain, even though he has his new Bonnie Bon Bon raincoat. I don't know how much it would help. It's really coming down, and it's quite windy. Rain and wind, exactly. Subways are shut down, pretty much. I mean, that's what the sign said. I was just reading the sign. It said they can't guarantee your trip if you get on the subway, meaning like if you're silly enough to get on, that you may get stuck somewhere, like in a tunnel. I wouldn't get on that subway leading to Brooklyn. It's a really long tunnel to get to Brooklyn. So I think that's a mistake. I heard a house collapse in Queens and there are people trapped in the basement. Oh my God, Damon, that's awful. I mean, a lot of parts of Queens are at sea level. Like, you know, like in the Rockaways, by Whitestone. So traffic is pretty light. I'm walking down 14th Street because I'm going to walk to Union Square because do I have my rubber boots on? You know I do, Annie P. There they are. I got my bright red boots on, so that way I'll be spotted. And James is watching the live stream. I told him that I'm going to be streaming, so he'll come to my rescue if need be, but I'm not worried. Oh, Halal Guys is open in the rain. Yes, Halal Guys is open. There's actually people waiting inside. Oh, it's mostly delivery people. Yeah, so They're always open. The rain doesn't stop them. Oh, sexy red boots. I don't know how sexy they are, but they're doing the job because there's a lot of puddles, deep puddles. I'm sorry. When you have an umbrella, it often sits. Now I'm crossing 2nd Avenue. Let me show you the traffic, or lack thereof. Here it is. And now I'm going to face south. And there we go. There's 2 police cars. So, like I said, I feel safe. People walking. Wow, my mom and brother live in the Bronx, and I was talking to my mom and told her the water was coming out. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, a lot of, like I said, a lot of parts, Brooklyn, Bronx, City Island, like they're at literally sea level. So when it gets really rain, a lot of rain, like we've had heavy rain for hours and hours. I mean, James and I were streaming earlier, as you know, and it was really heavy rain, like almost the whole time we were streaming. So this has been, it started raining around 5 p.m. here in Manhattan. I'm in the East Village, guys, so that's where we are. In case you're new to the channel, you're like, who is this person walking in the rain? It's Karla of James and Karla. And the third part of our channel, Hudson is home because he hates the rain. That's our doggo. And it was raining. It started raining here in the East Village around 5 p.m. like pretty heavily. And it pretty much hasn't stopped. So that's a lot of rain. Oops, what's that? Tree branch. Let me show you what I almost tripped on. There we go. Tree branch. Okay. Oh, appreciate you showing this, but don't stay out there too long. No. I'm just gonna walk to Union Square just to see if that's completely flooded, because, and we're gonna stop at every subway station before Union Square. So here's another one. This is the 3rd Avenue. This is the L. And I don't know, I don't think it's running. Well, let's find out. Ooh, it's really steamy down there. Let's see. Let's see, guys. No, it looks like Avenue station. I don't want my... It's bad. Yeah, there's a lot of rain. No, this looks pretty dry, guys. This station is dry. This station's dry. There's people on the other side. They look like they've been camped out there forever, because that's the side that goes to Brooklyn. So I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna go to Union Square, because this is still saying very limited train service on all subway lines. Do not travel. Basically, they're telling you, don't go on the subway. If you're in Manhattan and you live in Brooklyn, I mean, you gotta start walking over the bridge or something, because I wouldn't get on the subway, because you could get stuck in that tunnel, and that wouldn't be fun. I mean, walking in the rain isn't fun, but that's better than, I'd much rather walk in the rain than get stuck in the subway tunnel. So I'm back out on the street. So not much flooding at that station. You know, I feel like a news reporter. Oh my God, CNN is reporting flooding on highways in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Cars are driving through rivers. Yeah, I mean, it would be ridiculous to drive in this, because there could be huge flooding. So here I am at 3rd Avenue and 14th Street. I don't think this smart car is very smart for being out in the rain, because they're very low to the ground. Not a very good car to choose for flooding conditions. Smart cars, not so smart. Okay, so I'm crossing 3rd Avenue. You see there's some traffic, not a lot. not a lot. Buses, always the buses. I mean, the buses kept on going in the middle of the pandemic. They were completely empty. Nobody was on them. But the buses kept on traveling up and down 14th Street. Oh, look, Joe's Pizza's still open. That's always comforting. That's one of Hudson's favorite pizza spots. Oh, and it's 64 degrees Fahrenheit, guys. I'll give you a time check. Oh, it's now September 2nd, 12:05 a.m. So we've crossed over into the second day of September. Where am I? I am on 14th Street. I just passed 3rd Avenue. I am walking towards Union Square because I'm curious to see if there's big flooding going on at Union Square, because the L train, which is the train that travels along 14th Street to 8th Avenue, that's the last stop, 8th Avenue, is not running towards 8th Avenue, coming from Brooklyn at all. When I went down on the platform, they said there's no trains. Then I went to the Brooklyn side that goes to Brooklyn, and there's people waiting there as if a train's coming, but they had a little sign that said 23 minutes. But honestly, I wouldn't get on it, because if there's flooding in that subway tunnel, they can be stuck, and I wouldn't like that. Are you stranded? No. I just was walking Hudson. I had to walk Hudson. It doesn't matter whether it's raining, dogs still gotta pee. I had to walk him, James and I, and then, Hudson's so miserable in the rain. I just said, you know what, let me show everybody, because they're probably wondering what in the world's going on. They tell you, oh, severe flooding. So I'm giving you a bird's eye view. How bad it looks in Manhattan. I mean, I'm sure parts of Queens and Bronx and Brooklyn are worse because they're at sea level. But yeah, I live nearby. I just walk right home. I'm not gonna get on the subway. I'm not crazy. I'm gonna get on the subway now. I don't actually want to go on the subway. I just want to see what the situation is. This is the major hub. Union Square is one of the biggest hubs besides 42nd Street Grand Central that there is in New York City. So you can see a lot of people are just waiting around underneath here, because this is the 4, 5, 6 L train, N, Q, R, and W. All those subway lines merge here. So I'm going on that entrance, but I just want to show you Union Square, just so you can orient yourself where I am. If you're not from New York, you can see. So yeah, there's big puddles. Let me show you. I got my rain boots on, so I just walk on right through the puddles. But that's Union Square in front of me. Uh-oh, umbrellas blowing around like crazy, guys. So let me fix my umbrella. There we go. And show you. Yeah, we're in Manhattan. We're at Union Square, one of the busiest subway stations in New York City, besides Times Square, 42nd Street. Because this is a major hub. The trains are going from here, headed to Brooklyn, headed to the Bronx, headed to Queens, headed to everywhere. So let me come over here. This is like the little waiting area. I'm gonna put my umbrella down, and let's go down and see what it looks like. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna put my umbrella away. So give me a second. There it is, 14th Street Union Subway Station. So I'm gonna go down the stairs. Here we go. And let's see what the situation is. Let's see if the subway's running, not running. Oh my God, there's a lot of people just standing around. So there's a lot of people just waiting like outside the subway. Like, I don't think they want to go down into the subway, because you just basically, I guess, waste your money paying for the subway if there's not anything going on. I mean, I don't see rain pouring down the steps here. I'm gonna go in another entrance. There's lots of different entrances, and I'm gonna see. Maybe one's worse. This one doesn't look too bad. I mean,
Nobody stands you, so at the concert,
so back up on this side. Let me cross to the other side. I'm gonna cross to the other side and see if there's rain pouring down into the subway. I don't think so. I think this Union Square is okay, but that doesn't. But the trains come from all of these other places, and those other places could be severely flooded. So that's the problem. I mean, like I said, there's multiple entrances to get onto the tracks at 14th Street. So here's another one. Let's see what this entrance looks like. I don't hear any trains. Usually in 14th Street, there would be tons and tons of trains. Hold on, guys. I gotta put my umbrella away. It's caught on my hand, so give me a second. I don't hear any trains. This guy leaving. Yeah, I don't think anything's coming, to be honest. Yeah, people are just like, basically they're just staying here. I don't think much is happening. I hear all the trains are delayed, every single line. Yeah, I think that's the truth of the matter. And it's hot, like in the subway station. You know what I mean? So I don't hear any trains coming. I don't see like any water like rushing down the tracks or anything like that. You know? I think I'm just gonna take a peek. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna take a peek because I might as well see what's going on. Let me put my mask on because you have to have a mask while you're down in here. And I didn't have a mask on outside because it was pouring rain. And it would just get ruined. So let me get my mask on. Hold on, guys. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Mask is on now. Oh, the 28th Street station's underwater. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to walk to 28th Street now. But there's water on the tracks. I see it, the water, but it's not flooded. Not this line anyway. But there's no trains. Oh wait, here's a train. There's a train. But it's not going anywhere. See if I can show you guys, okay? So, not in service. Not in service, guys. Not in service. So the train's here. So there's not a lot of water on the tracks here. I'll show you. Oh. So no train service on all subway lines. They've just stopped subway service. Yeah, that's it, guys. They just announced no train service, none. They just stopped all service. So that's why there's just a train just sitting there. Yeah. So all these people standing here, they're gonna be here for a long time because there's nothing. Let me go to the end of the track here. No service, guys. Zero. Absolutely none. So this is the end. Can't get any further than this. This is the 456 line. And you can see, I mean, nothing's running. Yeah, they announced that about an hour ago. Yeah, well, the signs say limited service, but they just announced over on the radio that absolutely zero service. Yeah, it's the place to be, but it's really hot down here, guys. Super, I mean, it's like 1,000 degrees. Well, of course I'm exaggerating. I mean, there's some water on the tracks, but not a lot of water. So I'm gonna leave here because this is just, it's so sweltering. It's like a schwitzerbox, right? Is that the word for it? So, I mean, basically these people are gonna have to sleep here. They're not getting out of here anytime soon. So yeah, it's a bad situation. See, they're just seeing very limited, but it's not true. There's no train service. Yeah. So that's what they're announcing. They're announcing. Do not travel on the train. There's no train service. That's all they keep on saying. Look at this guy. He just pitched a tent. I mean, I guess that's the thing to do. Just pitch a tent because, I mean, you're not going anywhere unless you walk. So just pitch a tent and, you know, call it a night. There you go. Yeah. New York City declares a state of emergency. Derek is saying, yeah, I guess they're not getting home. That's what I'm saying. This guy, he just covered up. I mean, he's done, you know. Hey, look, the hot dog guy's making a killing. That's good for the hot dog guy. So yeah, this is the situation here at Union Square, guys. No trains. I mean, apparently there's severe flooding. I'm gonna go out in the rain again. I'm gonna show you guys. I had to put my jacket back on. Oh my God, it's so hot down in the subway. Oh, it's like 1,001 degrees. I mean, they shouldn't even let anybody down into the subway because there's nothing happening. So this is Park Avenue. I'm showing you Union Square, Park Avenue. The buses are running. I mean, I suppose you could take a bus to somewhere. But, I mean, the buses can go, I guess, through some puddles, but if there's severe flooding, this is like, you know, Park Avenue South. You know, they call it Union Square East, but Park Avenue South, same difference. Same thing, just a different name for it. Yeah, there's subway stations that are flooded. Everyone said if I just walk a short distance to 28th Street, which isn't really honestly that far, I could see all the flooding, but I mean, I think you get the picture. You know, I'd rather be safe and sort of head back home, be with James and Hudson. If you're listening, James and Hudson, I'm coming home. I think I'm on 15th Street now. I might go back to 14th Street because I think it's a little safer because there's way more people walking on 14th Street. And I like to walk when it's late like this at night where there's a lot of people. It's always safer to walk where there's lots of people. Don't walk on a street. That's my little tip as a lifelong New Yorker. If you have a choice of to walk on a side street that's deserted versus a very busy street, then pick the busy street. Because there's businesses open, like I saw Joe's Pizza. You know, somebody like strange or weird started following me or whatever, then I would just go in, you know, to one of these open businesses. But on these side streets, there's nothing. There's nothing open, there's nothing going on. See here, there's doormen, you know, there's people. Well, this is a hospital, urgent care center, so, you know, I guess there's people. You don't worry about it. Look, a guy running. Yeah, why not, right? Just get some exercise. rock it in. You know, that way you don't have to go running tomorrow. Get it all in now. What's up, New York, Lafayette? Yeah, listen, welcome guys. If you're new to our channel, I'm Karla. Usually I'm streaming with my husband James and my dog Hudson, but they were out with me when we walked Hudson earlier, and Hudson hates the rain. Even though he has a new raincoat, he still hates the rain. So I said, let me go see what's going on at Union Square Station. And as you can see, there's a lot of nothing going on because there's no trains anymore. They've cut all train service. But the funny thing is that people are still paying to get on to the subway. I saw them. You know, if you have an unlimited card, well, whatever, that's unlimited, so you can use it as many times as a month you want. So it doesn't really matter if you swipe or not. It's not really counting against you. But if you're paying for each swipe, well, then you're wasting your money because you're not going anywhere. I'm in Brooklyn. I have to go out in the morning. Yeah, well, you might be late, Rivero Perez. I don't know if they're going to have it all cleaned up by the morning. Oh, I want to show you a beautiful view, guys. Chrysler Building. I'm going to show you a really pretty view. Look at that. Chrysler Building, smack dab. Just keep on following the red lights down the street. There's the Chrysler Building, right smack down in the center. There's the Chrysler Building. So anyway, that's one of our favorite views when we're walking from Union Square. So like I said, there's the rain is not as bad as it was just before when I first came out. So the rain is better, I guess you could say, but it's still raining, but it's not downpouring like before. Oh, you rock, Kami Karla, Bonnie Bon saying. Thank you. Did it stop raining? No, it's still raining. I have my umbrella, but it's not light rain. I'm underneath scaffolding right now. That's why there's no rain in front of me. I'm under scaffolding, but it's still raining. I'm gonna just, if you could see it in the street light, you know, the rain dripping. I'll try to show you. Rain, you know, rain, but not heavy like it was before. So yeah, that's the situation. So even though they were reporting that there was limited train service, that's hogwash. It's not true. I was down in there myself. I went down into the belly of the beast, and no train service. The trains are just sitting there at Union Square. No trains running. But the buses are running. So you can get on a bus. There's not a lot of takers, to be honest. Hey, look. No, the bus, I mean, this bus just, you know, goes to the west side of Manhattan, because I'm on the east side. The bus is fairly empty, but it's good that the bus is still running. So, I mean, at least they don't leave you totally stranded. But all those people staying at the First Avenue L stop where I first started streaming, they don't even realize that the trains are canceled because there's no people at that station. The L train is just run by like robotics. You know, there's not a conductor on those trains. So there's no one to announce that the trains are not running anymore. And they're just standing there waiting. And the sign says 23 minutes till a train comes, which is a total lie because no train is going to come. Because at Union Square, they just said, oh, no trains are coming anymore. So I kind of feel badly for all those people like waiting around at the L stop at First Avenue. Because they're, you know, they're stuck. I mean, like that guy at Union Square just put a tarp over you and, you know, that's it. Hunkered down for the night. Oh, wait, $1.99. Hold on, that was Chris Bates super sticker. Thank you, Chris Bates. I appreciate it. That was really sweet. Thank you, Chris Bates. We'll call it Storm Fund. Towels. Towel fund for when I get home. I got an umbrella. Yeah, it's only lightly raining now. So this is, well, people are still going down into the subway. They honestly don't realize That's the one thing I'm gonna fault the subway system, that they have all these electronic signs and that they should update them so people don't waste their time and money going down and finding out that there's no train service. Because I saw them, they're going down to there. There's some guy live streaming in his car. Oh, that's not fun. Who cares about driving around a car? That's easy to do. I'm walking. Oh, Russ NYC, super sticker, $2. Thank you, Russ NYC. Appreciate that. Extra good. You can see there's not as many people walking this way. You can see the rain's picking up again, guys. So that was like a brief interlude from the rain, but the rain, I'm not underneath the scaffolding anymore. I'm showing you the rain. Yeah, there's lots of flooding. I mean, it's not flooded here on 14th Street, but there's lots of flooding. Somebody in the chat told me that the 28th Street station, which is only a short walk, I was on 14th Street, so I really only had to walk 14 blocks, but, you know, then I still have to walk home from there, so, you know, plus 28, like if you double it, plus the distance I have to walk home from Union Square, you know, it all adds up in time. So I wasn't going to do that. I'm missing my James and Hudson, so I'm headed home now. But I figured I'll just keep on showing you what the city looks like right now. Pretty quiet. Waiting for a light. I made it to 2nd Avenue now. I'm at 14th and 2nd Avenue. You see the rain's coming down pretty heavily again, guys. Sorry, that's my umbrella. The little strap from my umbrella coming down into the... I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping the gimbal dry. I was a little worried about that because it was super windy. Oh, too much exercising, yeah. Well, I mean, I figured, you know, it's so late and like, we have an interview at, it's like a podcast interview. Somebody from Germany is calling us, from the Goethe Institute actually, at 9 a.m. So, I mean, you know, it's not like I can wake up at like 11 a.m. or something like that. I have to get up. So I have to go back home. James and I have an interview. And Hudson, of course. Oh wait, like what's this? Hold on, what did I see? I'm busy chatting. Bonnie Bonbon, $10 for JamesandKarla being a superwoman to report the news for us. Oh, Bonnie, thank you, Bonnie. That's so sweet. People are just, I mean, this is not to make light of the situation, but it's very sad here, guys. There's a lot of homeless in this part of the neighborhood, and they shelter underneath all these scaffold. This has nothing to do with the hurricane. This is like every night. This is an every night thing. It's very sad. You know, they don't really show you this on the news. They don't tell you that there's a big homeless problem, but there is. In the East Village, it's especially sad situation. I don't know. Here's the halal guys. They're open. People are getting it. See, people are eating. And they're waiting online to get their halal. These are the same halal guys. This is the guys that have the famous halal cart, you know, by Rockefeller Center. And then a bunch of years ago, they opened their first physical store location right here at 14th Street by 2nd Avenue. This was their very first. Now they have a bunch of places. I think they franchised actually. So they are, you know, immigrant success story for sure. Definitely. So yeah, it's pretty quiet down here. Let's see if Artichoke Pizza is still open. another favorite of Hudson's. You know, if you don't know our channel, we have a dog. James and I have a dog named Hudson, and he loves pizza. This is one of the pizza places that he loves. Joe's Pizza, which I already showed you, and Artichoke. So Artichoke is still open. So listen, guys, if you're hungry, you're stranded, you want pizza, On 14th Street, you've got two options. You've got Joe's Pizza, you've got Artichoke Pizza. They're both open, or you can go to Halal. So I'm just, you know, giving you tips because you're not going anyplace on the subway anytime soon. So you can come and, oh, and this bar is open. There's a bar across the street. So, yeah. What kind of shoes or boots do you have on? POVHR? There you, I'm showing you. I got my wellies on. My big Hunter rain boots, so I'm set. So listen, guys, I think I'm gonna just start heading towards home. I'm not gonna divulge exactly where I live, but I'm going to stop the stream here because I figured this is as good a place as any outside a pizza place. I mean, Hudson would approve. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'm glad that I was able to share the real situation of what's happening, at least in Manhattan, in the East Village and Union Square, that there's no subway service. There is flooding on the subway, but it hasn't, like, the subway isn't like pouring water down it like it is on other stations. Oh, Ollie Rogers just sent $5. Outstanding. A little something for a reporter on the beat. Thank you, Ollie Rogers. That's so sweet. Really sweet of you. Yeah, so I just figured, listen, I'm out anyway. James and I were out to walk Hudson, and I figured, oh, let me just show everybody because I was kind of curious. You know, like, what if you just got out of your job and you worked the shift to midnight or something? How are you going to get home? So now the answer is either A, have to walk, B, take Uber, which would gouge you probably, or there are buses running, but I don't know how limited they are either. So I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to our channel. It helps our little small channel grow. And yeah, we'll give you some more fearless storm reporting, but we also support small mom and pop businesses. That's what the main focus of our channel is. So thanks, guys. Sending my love to you and everyone, and hope everyone is safe from the storm wherever you are, even if you're not in a storm right now, different country, around the world. Stay safe. And we'll see you next time. All right, good night, guys. Bye-bye.